Hey, what's up, Diecast race fans? Welcome back to the Lord Racing League here at Smoky Mountain Raceway. I'm Big C, and always, Little C's right here with me.
Hey, what's up?
And it's another round for our Timeless Truck Showdown. But first, we got to say congratulations to James Ironbeard. He is the winner of last week's Rust Belt Customs Best in Show. So he's going to be moving on in the picture show.
Yeah, buddy, it was an awesome truck.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see who he's going to go against. Let's see who the next four drivers getting down the track are. Starting on the pole this time, fast qualifier, we got Papa E from E67 Diecast. Driving a very popular truck this time around, GMC Cyclone, coming in at 55.79 grams.
And starting outside pole, we got Giorgio from G-Force Racing, driving his deep red number 2769 Chevy pick-em-up truck, weighing 55.5 grams.
And starting third this round, newcomer to Smoky Mountain Raceway, but definitely not the Diecast Racing, hosting his own races over there at Bay City. We got Bay City Darrell WALTRIP, driving a 92 Cyclone, coming in just shy of 57 grams.
And finishing up the beautiful field of GM products, we got Dutch Vandershift from Dutch Clutch Racing, driving his 83 Chevy square body, weighing 56.02 grams.
All right, here we go. Round three, lap one. We got old Papa E and that sweet Cyclone sitting up front with fast Giorgio on the outside. But looks like Papa E is pulling away from Giorgio. Bay City and Dutch are back there trying to catch back up. And it looks like we lost Giorgio. Papa E has got that supercharged Cyclone scooting down the track, coming across the line. He does a quick 8.64. Here comes Giorgio with Bay City right on his bumper. And looks like old Dutch Vandershift is closing in fast too, so some of them are pretty close.
Well, so far, Papa E is showing he's pretty fast, but also Giorgio, because you can see he's right behind him. But
so he's in the slipstream.
I was going to say, but right after turn 3, you can see he just kind of loses it, and so does good old DW. But, you know,
yeah,
I don't know.
Into each other going into 4.
I don't know if there's something with them Cyclones. They both lost at like the same spot. It's kind of weird. But, you know, hey. I'll take a good win.
There you go, Papa E. He's going to come across there in first, getting right up on the top of the scoreboard. So let's see if he can keep it there. We got old fast Bay City Darrell on the inside in lap 2. Let's see if he can get out in front. As they take off, they're all side by side, and he gets a nice shot from Dutch. But here comes Papa E. He's getting it wound up and pulls down in front of him. Giorgio is on the back bumper, or he was there for a second on Bay City, and looks like Papa E is pulling away from everybody again. Looks like they're having problems back there in the background. Giorgio was able to move up into second, and man, Bay City fell all the way back to 4th. With old Dutch, he was able to catch up to 3rd.
I'm telling you,
what happened to him?
I have no idea, but I know the replay will.
We'll find out here in a second. Good look how close he was.
Papa E gets in front of DW. Giorgio was right on the back of.
He loses it again.
But yeah, I really don't know.
Same spot.
Yeah, I was just say he keeps losing in the same spot. I'm not too sure what's right there. But
look at this.
They just shove him off to the side, and good old Giorgio and Dutch just kind of cruise on by.
There you go. Looks like old Dutch has a nice little pushing bumper right there to be able to push Giorgio on past old poor Bay City Darrell. We're going to have to see if he can't calm that back end down. Might have set it up a little too loose, but he's on the outside, and he's got Papa E pushing him. So you know he's going to be able to take off. Let's see if Giorgio can push old Dutch out there, and he does. Look at the gap, man. I was thinking Bay City was going to get out in front. But I was wrong. Dutch has got that thing going down the track. Giorgio's turned sideways, coming out of 3. Looks like they're all gathered together, and Dutch is loving it, coming across the line. He's going to come across in first at a pretty quick 8.78, and Bay City was able to hold on to second, with Giorgio coming in 3rd. Let's see what happened to him.
I'm going to just say right now, just because you don't have the most aerodynamic truck, doesn't mean you don't got the fastest one, because holy smokes, coming out of turn 3, he shoots off, but Giorgio gets pushed sideways by the other 2 drivers back there. And
Bay City makes a nice move.
He does make a nice move, kind of swings it in there. That was pretty fancy, but like I said, aerodynamics don't mean you don't have the fastest truck, because look, old Dutch, he just smoked everybody.
Yeah, he got down there pretty darn good, got 5 points, and, you know, that's what you call a slide job. He just almost lost it going into the corner. So here we go. Giorgio now, he's up on the pole. He really needs to get a victory to try to keep up pace with everybody. As they take off, Papa E is right behind him, and Dutch and Bay City fall back. Let's see if Papa E is able to catch up to him, getting closer, coming out 3. Oh, there he goes for the move. He takes over the lead going in the 4. Papa E is pulling away from Giorgio. Man, that thing is fast. He's able to come home with the victory, and looks like Dutch is able to beat out Bay City coming across the line.
Look at that
what
time.
An awesome. Whoa, he is getting it down the track, man. That truck, you better watch out for him.
I'm telling you, you better, because look at that. I mean, Giorgio, he has a fast truck by all means. He really does. But I'm telling you, there's something with Puppy E's truck. Oh,
Look at
man.
that move.
I mean, it almost looked like he just let him by. I'm not too sure what happened there.
Yeah, he's setting up for the outside of the turn and set up too early, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But Puppy E, he took that advantage, got down to the line at an impressive 8:27. That's an impressive truck.
Fast. And that's coming from being behind somebody. So
yeah, that's
you know that truck has got some pace. So you better watch out for the future runners up there. So here we go, lap 5. He's back up on the pole. Giorgio on the outside. Let's see if he can do another fast time. As he takes off, he gets out in front of Giorgio fairly easy, and he's pulling away from everybody. Coming out of 3, everybody's losing it farther back. And man, look at him. He is just on a rail tonight. Poppy knows how to get this truck down the track. Comes out at 8:52, very steady. Giorgio second, and looks like Bay City and Dutch pull up the rear.
Wow, that was a fast-paced lap, that's for sure.
Yeah, everybody's right in line.
Yeah, buddy. So you can see Puppy E is already taking a pretty demanding lead, being way out ahead. Giorgio would be in second, Dutch in third, and good old DW. I mean,
DW, man, he needs needs a win right here. So let's see if he can.
He's in first.
Yeah, well, the problem is Poppy's on the outside, so if he can keep him out in front, and he does, he cuts him off. They're all turned sideways going into 3, and he comes out in front as he wrecks. It looks like everybody turns around backwards. He's pulling away. Let's see if he can keep up the pace. Better get that thing moving. Here comes Dutch. Where did he come from?
Whoa.
He was able to move up in the second over top of Giorgio, and Poppy fell all the way to the back. That's going to definitely make a shake-up in the points.
Absolutely, that is for sure. Good old DW, he really needed that.
Oh, he cut him off into the rail.
He just shoves him into the rail. Giorgio gets on the inside. Dutch gives him the push to kind of straighten him out, it looked like. Giorgio gets spun out. Dutch gets spun out. Puppy E tries to pass Dutch. Doesn't work.
Well, look at that move by Dutch.
Pass
there
Giorgio,
you go.
and that's how he got up second. But, man, I'm telling you what, that was insane. There's so many position changes. Good to see DW get a win, and yeah, I mean, he's going to need it.
Yeah, he definitely needed the points, and that definitely shot him up there. Look at that. Everybody's real close for second and third. I don't think anybody's going to catch it with Papa E, and I think that's why he made that kind of a bonsai move type move.
Yeah, that's
but he was, unfortunately, fall all the way back to 4th. But here we go, lap 7, 2 more to go. Let's see who's going to come out here. Dutch and Giorgio got a nice little thing. Giorgio's on the back tailgate of that old Silverado. Getting down the track, losing it out of 3. It looks like back there they're all battling, and Dutch again has a nice gap coming across the line. He's going to win this one easily. Giorgio was able to hold on to second this time. That's going to keep him close in points. Bay City, unfortunately, fell all the way back to the rear, so that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, absolutely. So, wow, just talk about the little lead these two kind of had there for a second.
Right on him.
Yeah, but, you know, Giorgio, I guess, just lost all of his momentum pushing him.
Bay
and
City
almost gets past right there going into turn 4. But it looks like, you know, Bay City, he threw it sideways trying to prevent Puppy E from passing, but in the end, it sadly did not work out.
Puppy E knows how to get that power down.
Absolutely. Dutch does have a win, which is really going to help because coming down, oh, wow, so it's a tie for second going into the last lap.
Man.
So basically, between Giorgio and Dutch, whoever finishes in front of each other, well, that's who's going to move on. Yeah, that's who's
going to be moving on. Unless, of course, they both wreck and Bay City's able to get the victory. So let's see what happens. You never know. As they take off, Giorgio's getting a huge boost from Papa E, getting away from Dutch, so that's going to help him out. Papa E gets back up on the tail. He coming out of 3, going down the backstretch. Oh, Giorgio spins out. Papio Pazio on the outside. He takes over the lead. Is Giorgio going to get passed by Dutch? No, coming to the line. He is able to hold on to it. Giorgio is going to move on with Dutch being so close, and something must have happened to Bay City Darrell as it comes back way behind. But wow, what a move there. Giorgio almost lost the race again.
That was insane. Giorgio did have, you know, a comfortable first position. I mean, then Puppet E was pushing on him. But he gets separated a little bit again.
Loose.
But I'm really not sure what happened with that back section. For some reason, those trucks just seem to be loose. But wow,
look how close.
I mean, if he would have made contact, there is a very, very big possibility that Giorgio would have got pushed.
Oh, look at Dutch. Oh, if he just turned a little bit harder to the right, he would have passed him and gotten it.
Yeah. But it was close. I was going to say, if he got hit, he might have pushed Giorgio to the win. But, you know, good old Puppy E likes cutting it close and getting the victory.
Man, I tell you what, Puppy E was just bobbing and weaving and just getting the power down. He is getting a handle on this track. And, of course, he's going to come out here our top seed, and Giorgio is going to be second. So thanks again to Bay City Darrell and Dutch for sending in those beautiful trucks and being a part of this competition. But let's see who they might be up against next. We got Whosoever Will,
Barrel Patrick,
Uncle Elvis,
and Strike.
So there you go. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you got the bell on. Make sure you're subscribed. That's the only way it works. Got the
Yeah,
ringy
buddy.
dingy thingy on you.
Ring a ding ding.
Until next time, God bless.